Nashville, Tennessee, and Thompson Bowling Arena. This is the SEC on ESPN, and what a matchup tonight. One of the nation's 6 undefeated teams, the 6th-ranked Arizona Wildcats in town with a perfect 11-0 record to take on number 19 Tennessee. Welcome courtside, everybody. Tom Hart, Jimmy Dykes, Merry Christmas. I got you a gift, Jimmy. You get to see the nation's #1 offense tonight. Cats averaging 91 points a game.
Yeah, they are tremendous. Talk about the team out of Tucson who's tracking right now to be a #1 seed in that NCAA tournament. They are dynamic in their run game offensively. After a make or miss, they put pressure on you quickly. Their average possession length about 14 seconds. Arizona's getting almost 50 points a game in the paint. Got great layup makers, got great size around the rim. A real test for Tennessee on their home floor.
All right, if you're looking for a star, look no further than Tennessee's point guard Kennedy Chandler. Just a freshman. He is a first-round product.
Well, his speed is electric, and it's something Arizona's going to have to contain tonight because he has been dynamic in ball screen situations a couple of times this year. Had 27 on the road against Colorado, but a lot on Kennedy Chandler, #1 as a freshman point guard. How much will he grow up within the game? Because Arizona is going to make it very difficult on him to make decisions at the rim. That's a big key for Tennessee in this ball game tonight, Tom. What will they do when they get the ball around the rim? Good decisions, good kickouts. Tennessee's going to have to make 10 or 12 threes, I think, to win this ball game.
Arizona is led by first-year head coach Tommy Lloyd. He is off to a historic start, 11-0. You have to go back to the 1920s to find the last Pac-12 coach that did that first year on the job after 22 years as an assistant to Mark Few at Gonzaga. And this is kind of a Gonzaga-type team. They are long, they are skilled, they put the ball in the hole.
Well, you look at Gonzaga's offense last year, one of the most efficient offensive teams we've had in college ball over the last 20 years, and Tommy Lloyd's imprints all over that offense a year ago, and certainly he has brought that same formula to Tucson. He's got smart guys, a lot of international guys that grew up around the game, egoless, skilled guys that play with a lot of balance.
Just as you broadcast, a lot of balance. We can go anywhere, and we will tonight.
Yeah, some good, some bad.
Should be a fun one. It's the only top 25 matchup in college basketball tonight. Tennessee as a team gets 37% of its points from behind the arc. Got to shoot the ball well. Chandler looking inside. And Arizona, a team that averages with its regular 6'7", one of the tallest teams in college basketball. Best could be off the three, and an offensive rebound. Balls won't get a ton of those tonight. Josiah Jordan James.
Arizona, as good as they are defensively and offensively, they ball watch a little bit when that ball is shot. Tennessee trying to take advantage of it on the offensive glass.
Cats have had the same starting five every game this season. Benedict Mathurin is off the mark with his first attempt. Tennessee hasn't played in 8 days. Remember, the Memphis game was canceled. Supposed to play that in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. They showed up. They had a scrimmage. That was about as much work as the Vols got in that day. Here's Chandler. The lob. And flush. Olivier Camon with the jam.
A good paint decision by Kennedy Chandler early. It all started with Fulkerson fighting to get the ball out of the double team.
Chandler with the rip. Takes it in, and Tennessee is off to a 6-0 lead.
You're looking at the #2 defensive club in the country dressed in white tonight.
And they get another steal. John Fulkerson tracks it down and took a bump. All Vols early.
You know your team's ready to play on the defensive end of the floor when they're alive and electric on their ball screen coverage and they're guarding the ball. And look at the hot hands of Kennedy Chandler with a rip and run. And this is a Tennessee team that can put it on you now on the defensive end.
Arizona coming off of a win Saturday against Cal Baptist. They had 5 in double figures, won that one 84-60, though they trailed early. Rebounded by Kerr Kriisa. Back-to-back turnovers for the Wildcats. They came in averaging fewer than 13 turnovers a game. And they turn it over on the third consecutive trip, and then Tennessee gives it right back.
It's a careless turnover by Josiah Jordan James. What does Rick Barnes' club do defensively? You asked me before the ball game. I think they are tremendous at guarding the ball. They win the line of scrimmage on their ball screen coverage defense. And they also win the gap plays, I think, more than they lose it. We've already seen a couple of examples of that tonight.
Arizona's top two scorers are Mathurin and Tubelis, both top 5 in the Pac-12 in scoring. Kriisa looking for an assist. Tubelis is off the mark. What a slow start for this Arizona team, which flew in Rocky Top last night. And this is the start of a long road trip. They won't be back at the McHale Center until mid-January. They've got a pair of other top 10 teams on the road waiting. Vescovi dives for it, and we got a foul on Arizona, it looks like. Tony Green with the call.
What an effort play by Vescovi, because he gets that thing ripped and could have given up on it, but instead the dive, the first guy to the floor, gets the advantage of the call.
Azuolas Tubelis, averaging 16 points a game, commits a foul. That's his first, and they're explaining the call over there to Tommy Lloyd after Tubelis fell on him.
Tennessee attempts 28 three-point shots per game. As a result, Arizona is going to be pressed up outside that three-point line. Drive opportunities could and should be there for Tennessee.
Into the corner for Justin Powell, and he strokes it home.
Tom, you got to do it. You've got to drive that pressure. Burn the pressure off with a hard drive and find that backside bomb. Very well done by Tennessee. Powell, a kid that transferred here from Auburn after last year. Watch the drive. Win the belly part of the floor, as Rick Barnes talks about. That SEC logo. Attack the belly for the kick out. What a start by Rocky Top.
Ball's 4 for 6 from the floor. Arizona 0 for 2. Cats have turned it over 3 times. Kriisa had a bounce off Coloco's hands. Pull up from Mathurin. And Arizona, 3.5 minutes into this one, still scoreless.
Arizona not able to run offense right now. Just guys are having to make plays. What cut.
Chandler the feed. And James cut off. We'll give it right back to Arizona. Well, if you had Arizona being scoreless through 3.5 on your bingo card, you're in line for winning tonight.
Yeah,
what's wrong with the Cats on the offensive end?
Well, what's wrong is that Tennessee's right in their airspace on every catch. And like we've talked about how they load to the ball side, Tennessee does. Arizona's already had to make 3 or 4 plays in a crowd. And that is not how you win on the road.
Kai Ziegler and Uros Plavšić in for Tennessee. Rick Barnes going deep to his bench already. It's an Arizona team without, especially on the front court, a whole lot of depth, and without Kim Aiken Jr. again tonight. He's been a key piece early on. Ben Mathurin gives him their first bucket.
Talked about Arizona getting 50 points a game from the paint. It's not off post up. They are very good, Arizona, inverting their offense, getting their guards posted up as well, just like Mathurin did.
9th in the country, 2% is at 58%. Plavšić just kind of left by his lonesome, 19 feet out. Deep one, Vescovi. And Plavšić on his 23rd birthday finds a rebound. Another miss from deep. Beside Jordan James tracks it down. Here's Ziegler.
Yeah.
And the freshman hits another corner 3. Tennessee's banged him in from both sides. That's how Cal Baptist started off the game on Saturday against the Cats. And a throwaway. 3-on-1. James with the jam. This start for Tennessee is borderline unbelievable.
Tommy Lloyd knows the next dead ball is a timeout, so he doesn't want to burn one right now. Man, does Arizona need a good offensive possession right here.
And instead, it's another turnover. The 5th. Ziegler, the feed. Powell, the finish.
Yeah, he can't afford it. He's going to have to take one right now. He didn't want to do it. An unbelievable electric start defensively for Tennessee. The number 2 defensive team in the nation, just eating up that Arizona offense in the half court. The 3 ball has fallen, and Rocky Top is rolling early. Careless passes are hard to explain, huh?
6 out of Tennessee's 16 have come off of turnovers. All orange early.
The road home for the holidays, where the ultimate driving machine becomes the ultimate cruise through 3 states machine. The ultimate zip around the corner for mom's cooking machine. And even the ultimate we couldn't get out of there any faster machine. Because at BMW we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
It's the last-minute gift sale. Get up to 40% off store-wide. This is how we shine. At Zales, the Diamond Store.
Things could be strangers, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out.
Finally! Yeah!
I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2 to 1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, well, it's time to go. Dad, we have to go back to Lowe's. Dad, the tire!
This is it?
Yeah.
The holidays begin at Lowe's, where you'll find all you want during Winterfest.
Carolers?
Let's go back to Lowe's.
Well, Tennessee on a 7-0 run over the last 36 seconds, Jimmy. They've done it a lot of ways, but mainly with defense.
Well, they're the number 2 defensive efficiency team in the country coming in, and we're seeing why. They are outstanding at guarding the ball. They win the line of scrimmage on their ball screen action. They're never late. They talk early, loud, and constant, and they win the gap plays. And when you do those 3 things, you're going to get some runouts. And it all goes back to Rick Barnes' belief, and Mike Schwartz, to me, is one of the best defensive minds we have in all of college basketball. He's kind of like what Mark Adams was to Tris Beard at Texas Tech over the years. This guy is the mastermind behind it. Watch out.
Tennessee going full court pressure. Jimmy was open, and a fantastic save by Mathurin. And then they throw it away again. Arizona has 6 turnovers, so only 4 field goal attempts here early.
Arizona is shook in Knoxville right now. And the first thing Tommy Lloyd should have told his guys in that last timeout, calm down, and remember, we are wearing blue jerseys tonight. Throw it to a guy wearing blue.
It's only the 3rd road game of the season for the Cats. They went to Illinois, had an impressive win against the Illini. They got Michigan on the neutral court, and they demolished Michigan. But this is a different animal here tonight, apparently.
Tom, Arizona's only faced 3 top 100 defenses. And they have shot 23% from the 3-point line against those defenses. They're going to have a hard time getting to that number tonight with the way they're starting.
Tennessee in the giving mood. 3rd turnovers for the Volunteers. Mathurin fouled on the 3 by Justin Powell, and Benedict Mathurin will have 3 free throws coming his way.
Just a bad, undisciplined closeout by Powell. I mean, you got this game under control 16-2. Arizona's not seen a good rim at all, and you're going to bail out and let them get to the line and shoot 3 unguarded shots.
So Mathurin, sophomore from Montreal, played in the NBA Academy in Latin America in Mexico City. Alongside Santiago Vescovi, suiting up for the Volunteers. Mathurin's got 2 more coming away.
Now, who's playing better coming into this ball game from that wing spot in college ball than Mathurin? Maybe Ochai Agbaji from Kansas, but those 2 guys have set the bar.
Well, Mathurin's got one of the most impressive nuggets I've read this season. He's the 3rd in Arizona history, being named back-to-back Pac-12 Player of the Week alongside Hassan Adams and a guy by the name of Steve Kerr. That's pretty good company.
Absolutely.
Mathurin knocks them all 3 down. And now Arizona shows a little 1-2-2.
Make the young guards for Tennessee, both freshmen on the floor, make a good decision.
The veteran John Fulkerson, one of the oldest players in college basketball, gets his first bucket.
That's going to be there tonight for that 5 position for Tennessee. The drop coverage for Arizona allows your 5-man to make shots at the nail if he can make it.
Fulkerson playing in his 142nd career game. That's now tied for the all-time lead of Tennessee. Little chatter between Mathurin and the freshman Sakai Ziegler.
You know, 130 years ago yesterday, James Naismith invented the game of basketball. I think Fulke had a double-double in that game. That's how long he's been playing, right?
Yeah.
If you go back and look it up.
I think he hung the peach basket.
No one has worn that Tennessee jersey with more pride than Fulke.
A rip by Chandler. Couldn't quite reverse it in. And it will be Arizona basketball.
By trying to reverse it in on the backside of the rim, he kind of avoided the foul that was going to come. And he's just taken it up on the right side to start with.
Justin Kier, the Georgia transfer into the game.
Right there, if he just goes in on the right side, I think he gets hit hard.
And Kier stepped on the end line. Another Arizona turnover, the 8th of this half.
The visitors are sped up in this building, are they not? Half-court offense just going at 100 miles per hour when it needs to back down to about 75.
They did get off to a slow start against Cal Baptist, down 11, 4 minutes into that game. Didn't lead until the 9-minute mark of the first half.
They were down 13 to Illinois in a building that was rocking and fought their way back. This is a complete team and a long ways to go in this game.
Ziegler pulls up. He's playing with confidence. Jalen Terry the rebound. Arizona hasn't had much of a chance to run. They do here, and it's reversed in by Pelle Larsson, the Utah transfer.
The average possession length for Arizona is 14.2. That's another common thread that Tommy Lloyd brought with him from Gonzaga, putting pressure on your defense quickly.
Chandler's leaner. Lacic with the rebound.
Just hammering Tennessee is on the offensive glass. They saw a weakness on film. They're sending 3 guys every time.
Umar Ballo walked with it. Turnover number 9 for Arizona. What do you do if you're Tommy Lloyd? How do you get a team to calm down, whether it be this environment or the competition,
yeah,
whatever?
Well, I love the conversation we had today, Keith, because he said, I'm not a guy that's going to just go nuts on the sidelines, because I've been with the calmest guy in college ball, Mark Few. I've learned from that. And what Tommy Lloyd has told his guys is, you figure it out within the game. And can you slow yourself down and outrun stuff? That is the question for the team in blue.
He said, listen, we're not going to go undefeated. Nobody does that. Hasn't been done since Indiana. And he said, it's okay if we lose one. We'd rather not have happened tonight, but it will happen as Fulkerson gets his second. Arizona's turned it over 6 times in its last 8 possessions.
Arizona came in with a 38% two-point defense, one of the best in the country. Tennessee going right at that number.
Here's Mathurin for 3. Way off. Kriisa will pop fire. And Kama with the board for UT. Arizona's only taken 7 shots to Tennessee's 17. Chandler, freshman from Memphis, didn't get a chance to play against his hometown school on Saturday in Nashville after the Penny Hardaway squad had COVID issues. Vescovy high off the window. And then a trip on Justin Kier, and it's his first. Timeout in Knoxville. One of the last undefeateds. Number 6, Arizona on the ropes here a quarter of the way through.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep, 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat, and the pizza plus another pizza.
The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Don't forget, gifts for the kids.
Bye.
Hey, give it back! Come on! What? Stop! Get off my bed!
Hey, guys, come on.
I have my own room! Wake up, presents! Where's that?
Check the office.
Oh my gosh, I love it! We get our own rooms?
We love our new home. Lots of windows, great light.
But the birds. They're back.
Yes, I hear them.
Uh-oh. Why are these birds so angry?
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
I'm going.
Hurry!
I know.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need two things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
We picture the student athlete for the drive, the dunk, the dime. But look closer. There is more. The budding philanthropist, the loving son, the multilingual, the nonprofit MBA, the outdoorsman, and the outspoken. More than students, more than athletes.
Are you ready for a showdown in the Big Easy on Monday night? Are Tua and the Dolphins ready to stay red hot? Are the Saints ready to keep their playoff dreams alive? Are you ready?
All Tennessee early. Jimmy, walk me through your early Coach of the Year candidates.
Yeah, if you just look at what coaches have done in non-conference play with conference play starting, those three guys to me would be the Coach of the Year candidates. Certainly Tommy Lloyd for what he's done. A program that was not ranked in the top 25, and they're fighting their tails off right now to get back in this game. The job that Scott Drew has done at Baylor after losing 4 starters off a national championship team. And to me, they are the best team in college ball right now. And Coach O at Iowa State, his guys are undefeated as well. Those three guys have done an unbelievable job so far.
And fair to say, unexpected at all three stops with the reloading.
Think about this for Baylor. They are the only team in the country when you combine Baylor's offensive and defensive numbers. Efficiency-wise, they're still in single digits. I think they're 5 offense, 4 defensively. That culture of joy at Baylor is also a culture of toughness on the defensive end of the floor. I think there's a little separation between Baylor and everybody else. We all see the game differently, but 5 or 6 terrific teams at the top right now.
And Altenberger leading a team at Iowa State that had just 2 wins last year before they revamped their roster.
But they lost 18 in a row last year, Iowa State, to finish the year, and now they've rattled off 12 wins in a row. What a flip.
Arizona looking for some offense. It's been tough to come by, and that time a block shot by Josiah Jordan-James.
Tennessee has won so far all of the contact plays in this game. A little surprising considering the physicality that Arizona brings in the uniform.
Pella Larson, Glenn Larson. Arizona gets whistled for the hold. Well, going back to Tommy Lloyd in this start, 11-0 to start. We haven't seen that out of a Pac-12 head coach since Stanford's Walter Powell in 1920-21. And of course, Pop McHale started his career at Arizona 21-0. Teresa had the last foul on him. The 3 doesn't go. And offensive putback, Rumar Ball.
He is really playing well. And coming off of maybe his best career game. His body percentage, Ballo, is down to 10% body fat, a major factor for Arizona going forward.
And a double-double against Cal Baptist, 10-10, with 5 blocks. From Mali, he also played at NBA Latin America in Mexico City alongside Mathurin and Vescovi.
Tom, with all the international guys in this game tonight, the high level that they play with, I think those international kids, I know they do, they grow up with a do-your-job mentality. And they see all types of ball screen coverages and different offensive concepts. Both these teams are really good international play.
There's a great story, I think it was in The Athletic, when Sean Miller got his team together before last season, and he did every year. So tell me how many points you want to average and minutes you want to play, and it of course adds up to, there's not enough minutes going around. But it's two guys from NBA Academy, Mathurin and Ballo, both said, Coach, we're not comfortable answering that question. That's not how we learn how to play.
Yeah.
We do whatever you tell us to do.
That's that international experience, and that a lot of these kids have played international ball in the under 16, under 18, under 19. And Tommy Lloyd's been right on top of it, crediting Sean Miller with not only the talent but the defensive toughness that this team plays with that he inherited.
Azuolas Tubelis, second leading scorer, just picked up his second. Volunteers in a drought, another bump. And that one comes from Dalen Terry. Two different starters have 2 fouls apiece. Here's the NBA Academy in Latin America we're talking about. Mathurin, Vescovi, and Ballo all on the same squad playing in Mexico City.
Well, that NBA Academy across the world has done wonders for the growth of the game. And those college scouts have their eyes on those academies. They play a high level of ball. They've done a tremendous job identifying young players and bringing them into the academy.
That's a great prep for going away to college. Stay in the dorms, get you ready with classes.
Sure.
And oh, by the way, get to play ball nonstop. Tennessee's missed its last 4. After a red-hot start to this one, the Volunteers have cooled down a little bit. They averaged nearly 79 points a game. Vescovi with the ball fake, had it poked away, goes over the backboard. Looked like Krisa got it, but it'll be Arizona basketball.
Well, Tom, Arizona's, they got to fight their way back in this game on the defensive end. And we've talked about Tennessee's defense. Arizona's top 20 as well. And they can climb right back up into you and force turnovers.
Wildcats just 3 for 10 in this game with 9 turnovers. Mathurin got deep, and he'll go back to the free throw line again.
Mathurin cuts with a purpose. That time it was the corner cut as the ball was being driven at him. I talked about Arizona's ability to score points around the rim. Look at the corner cut. Vescovi gets his head turned, and Mathurin is so good at moving without the ball. He's a full 6'6". He cuts hard, understands the game, can really elevate with a jump shot, hard to get to his ball. A hard guard, 0 in blue.
Mathurin perfect from the free throw line. Got another one coming. Preseason first team all Pac-12. Last year in the Pac-12 freshman team.
He exploded this summer at the FIBA Under-19 World Cup, that Latvia team. That international experience, playing games in the summer, keeping sharpness and the edge about you, a real advantage.
And a big one against Japan. Pumped in 30 points in that game. Vescovi. There's Fulkerson now. Lefty put it on the floor and walked with it.
2 plays in a row now. Tennessee has driven that ball into gap help that's been waiting. And Rick Barnes wants to win the belly part of the floor, the gut of the defense. And Tennessee has to play off of 2 feet when they get the ball into the belly part.
I'm just picturing the trunk of a Christmas tree every time you say that. Maybe it's the season.
Oh, wow.
They'll get Chandler with the reach in, the first on the Tennessee freshman. 13th foul against the Vols.
Tennessee really impacting any type of ball screen action that they get into a double team. They're really impacting the ball hard there, Tom. Not allowing Arizona to get downhill, turn the corner, have clear vision as a shot or a pass threat.
Rick Barnes is a very demanding coach and demands that attention to detail on the defensive side. Here's Mathurin for 3. Arizona continuing to struggle, especially from deep, now 0 for 5. And an offensive foul will go against the Volunteers.
That will not be a popular call in the eyes of Rick Barnes. Rick Barnes felt like that his offensive player got jumped in front of in transition. And there's Kerr Krisa. He's one of those crafty type kids that will try to make a play or two like that per game. This time the call goes in his favor.
He's a kid that doesn't seem to get rattled on the road. He'd be just as happy blowing kisses to the fans and hearing their boos.
The guy with the headband, thrives in the talking, cocky parts of the game, and I love that about him.
Was not a great feed, looking for the alley-oop, and at the end of the possession, Tennessee comes away with it. Volunteers, the scoring drought over 4 minutes now. Vescovi had Creason move. Couldn't cash in.
How many offensive rebounds is Arizona going to allow before they start, hunting someone to hit?
That was a 7th offensive rebound for Tennessee. Powell to fade away.
He's got some stuff about his game, Powell does. Rick Barnes is asking him to kind of escalate in the fight parts defensively, the toughness plays, but the guy's got some offense about it.
And then an offensive foul, Christian Koloko with the throwdown of Fulkerson. Cats have been forced to just 1 for their last 7 shooting. They haven't scored in 2.5 minutes, and this Tennessee run continues.
When Tennessee's making threes, they can play with and beat anyone in the country. I firmly believe that because they're so good defensively. And their offense tonight is having to work over the last 2 or 3 minutes, but you got depth coming off the bench with a kid like Powell. They can make them step back tough shots. Rocky Top still rolling early.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2 to 1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
Advil Dual Action fights pain 2 ways. It's the first and only FDA-approved combination of Advil plus acetaminophen. Advil targets pain. Acetaminophen blocks it. Advil Dual Action. Fast pain relief that lasts 8 hours.
Our house seemed like a dream come true. Great character, great neighborhood.
Until Mrs. Cashman started feeding the neighborhood cats.
All the cats.
We need to move right now.
With Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options in real time.
Customize our monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs.
Please?
And no cats.
It was a catastrophe.
Just no.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
And it's really starting to feel like Christmas here.
It's NBA Christmas time.
I've been dropping buckets all night long. They ain't stopped me yet.
He's unstoppable.
Put my game to another level. I need a bigger check. Only one with that I got for Christmas. That to win the title.
I've been telling you for years, when you get hurt, and it's not your fault, you call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600. They know what it takes to get you the most money after you've been injured.
When our client was hit by a dump truck, we recovered $800,000 so he could get medical treatment.
We recovered $1 million for a family that was hit by a tractor trailer because their injuries will last forever.
So what are you waiting for? Just call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rush to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in for a low $249 per month lease on the 2021 Sentra.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Scruffy City looking pretty good. Cleaned up real nice for the holidays. 19th ranked Tennessee leads number 6 Arizona 24-11. Arizona with a full court press. Trying to find anything to get their offense going. The Wildcats scored 100 points or more 3 times in the first 10 games. First time an Arizona team had done that.
Oh, that's tough.
Since 1973.
Tom, it's hard to throw that lob play against that drop coverage when the drop guy is basically standing at the restricted arc.
Yeah.
A play that Chandler's got to grow up with in this game if he's going to continue to go against drop coverage.
Justin Kier can't hit. Cats still haven't made a 3. 0 for 6 from deep. Powell jumped in front of Kriisa and committed the foul. It's his second on the Tennessee guard.
Tennessee has no fear right now pressuring the basketball, feeling like, I believe, that Arizona doesn't have drive-by ability. I mean, they are really heating up that ball. I know they fouled a couple of times with their pressure, but if you're Arizona, how are you going to burn that pressure off? You're going to lift your offense and back cut it? Can you isolate and get your best driver downhill? Can you ball screen it? Tennessee's going nowhere right now, sticking their nose right on that jersey.
Tubelis and Koloko average combined 29 points a game. The two bigs were scoreless here early on for Arizona. Kriisa back to Larson.
Tough shot.
Challenge 3, rebounded by Vescovi.
Guards are really scraping down for Tennessee on that defensive glass. Gang rebound.
Fulkerson got his man in the air, and Christian Koloko picks up his second. So both Koloko and Tubelis scoreless, and they've each committed 2 here early on. Tennessee got the bonus at the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, what a smart play by Fulke, because his defender, Koloko, is the drop guy in coverage, so he's not even coming away from the restricted arc. So Fulkerson has to take up the slack and make a play, and that time he gets Koloko leaning with a ball fake and gets himself to the free throw line. Really a high IQ play by Fulke.
Tennessee has outscored Arizona in the paint tonight, Jimmy, 16-6. Now keep in mind, we're not talking about at the rim, just in the paint. 15 feet counts.
That's hard to do. Again, you look at the defensive numbers that Arizona brought in this ball game. 38% they're holding opponents in the 2-point part of the floor. Best in the nation. Tennessee going right at that 2-point defense so far.
Pella Larson with the drive. Puts up an air ball practically. Vescovi will lead the break. It's a small lineup for Arizona.
Yeah, so now the drop coverage is off the board. It's just straight man at all 5 spots for Arizona. Double it, reverse it, one more.
Mathurin and Terry, the 2 biggest guys on the floor right now for the Cats. Vescovi gets into the paint. Put back no, and it's rebounded eventually by Dalen Terry. Ooh, dangerous play. And a shot blocked by Kamwa. Just stood to admire.
It's not just the speed of Tennessee's defense, it's the length at that 3, 4, and 5 spot that has bothered Arizona.
Fulke the lob, not a great look. Arizona with a chance to push. Here's Kyer. And Arizona remains without a make from deep. 0 for 9. As soon as we finish here on ESPN2 and the app, second game of our Hoops doubleheader. Second-ranked Duke opens ACC play against Virginia Tech at Cameron Indoor. Who do you like better, Paolo Banchero or Wendell Moore? Who do you got?
Well, on that team, they're both equally important, I think. I think overall, I like Jabari Smith from Auburn as the next #1 pick. But I was blown away today. Shouldn't have been. Duke does not have a top 25 team left on their schedule this year. Think about that.
Yeah, only ranked ACC team. Meanwhile, there's 3 from the Pac-12 in the top 10 alone. Shot clock winding down. Balls didn't see it. James couldn't draw iron.
That can't happen.
I thought you were going to say you were most impressed with Bob McKillop because Davidson last night got a win in Alabama, in Birmingham against Alabama. They turned around today and played this afternoon at home against Johnson in Wales, and they put up 106 points.
That was a bad scheduling decision by Alabama. Here's why I say that. You need a 3 or 4 day prep for Davidson.
Yeah.
And you flip the schedule like that because of a COVID issue and you bring in Davidson, you're asking for what you got.
They were supposed to play Colorado State, one of the 6 remaining unbeatens.
He's really good.
A nice move.
Tom, he's good enough to single-handedly bring Arizona back in this game. He's that tough of a cover because of his versatility and his strength and length around the rim.
He's got 7 of their 13, and now he's got another board. Got tied up and threw it up, and Terry Weimer's got him with a walk.
Tennessee is building a wall and stopping the ball in transition, taking away the speed, the run game of Arizona so far.
Hey, check it out.
At Lowe's, we're home to great values during the holidays and every day. Where everything comes with competitive prices. And it's all backed by our Lowe's Price Promise, which means if you find an exact product from a qualifying retailer for less, we'll match it, so you can make the most of every single season.
I got you, don't worry.
I've started guidance.
Looks like you're home. This holiday season, hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event and find your way home in the ultimate driving machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day. I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
Local restaurants have been hit hard by fees from delivery apps.
They take a huge chunk of our bottom line. All of that comes out of our pocket and goes to them.
So Domino's franchisees went to local restaurants and bought $100,000 of their gift cards to give out to our customers. That way, they could support a mom and pop by ordering directly from them.
And no one got hit by delivery app fees.
I can't believe one restaurant is buying another restaurant's gift certificates to give out, but it sure is wonderful.
So if you're not getting Domino's, skip the delivery apps and order directly from a local restaurant.
It's the last minute gift sale. Get up to 40% off store-wide. This is how we shine. At Zales, the Diamond Store.
Seth, Sean Zubin coming up on the E-Trade Halftime Report. We're in the holiday spirit, and Sean, I mean, Tennessee's just taken away Zona's spirit.
Well, Arizona's been in a giving spirit. 11 turnovers. A lot of those have led to easy points inside the paint. 16 points in the paint for Tennessee. A reminder, they only gave up 16 points in the paint to Illinois for full 40. Those are great numbers. Here's the deal. You know what's happening? Tennessee is doing right now, defensively, to Arizona, what the teams that beat Tennessee did. Get up underneath them, pressure them, distort passing lanes, get deflections, get out. By the way, Jimmy Dykes, Oscar Tshiebwe, he rebounds every missed shot. The guy has 24 rebounds. There's like 10 minutes left in the game.
And Seth, he has 2 in this game. That's how good of a rebounder he is. 24 rebounds, is that what he said?
Yeah, and he's going against a 7'5" guy inside for Western Kentucky tonight.
I'm not so sure Kentucky, as we head into conference play, is the best team in the SEC right now. That's a collision.
And Mathurin gets whistled for, and Fulkerson is hurt.
And he got blown up. Both teams have done a good job of blowing up any type of a dribble handoff or handoff action, but Fulke just got ran smooth over.
John Fulkerson shaken up. It's a first on Mathurin.
You watch Fulkerson on a dribble handoff, and Mathurin just boom, trying to blow it up. Instead of blowing up the action, he blows up Fulke. Hard fall, hard hit.
And so Fulkerson will go to the free throw line. 2 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Mathurin with a nice sportsmanship, dap him up a little bit. Mathurin's surprised how hurt Fulkerson seemed to be.
Now Mathurin's got to get a touch about every possession right now for Arizona. I mean, he's the guy.
Cats won for their last 9, and there it is on cue. He's got a dozen.
He just got a bounce about him. It's a little bit different than anyone else that Tommy Lloyd brought with him from Tucson.
12 of the Cats' 16 belong to Benedict Mathurin, sophomore from Montreal, Canada.
Drop coverage is back in place, so now Plavsic is going to have to make a good decision with the ball.
Vescovi had time to tee it up. And Arizona with the takeaway. Ball's quiet lately. Open wing three. Kyer got it. Back-to-back buckets for the first time tonight for Arizona.
Tommy, such a fabulous job of quickly finding the back third of the play by Arizona in transition.
Kennedy Chandler will use a timeout. It's an 8-0 U of A run.
You know, Mathurin just going to jump up and make a shot to kind of get this Arizona offense going. Drive the ball at him, spot up, boom. Can make guarded threes because he's 6'6", but the very next play in transition by Arizona, it is amazing how many times if you get the ball to the backside of the play in transition, you will have a good play going on. The closeouts are coming out of control. You have open 3 shots, and Arizona right back in this game.
8-0 run over a minute 24. Cats have made their last 3. It started with Mathurin, and then finally getting some help from the Georgia transfer. Justin Kyer played for Tom Crean last year.
Tom, in the passes on those made threes by Arizona, right in the shot pocket. They weren't having to reach. They weren't thrown off balance. And that pass is so important for three-point shooting teams. Tennessee's going to shoot 28-30 a ball game, so their passing has to be on point to help that number stay 34, 35, 36%. It makes a big difference.
Arizona not only the best assist team by raw numbers, of course they're the top scoring team in the country, but 3rd in the country, assisting at 66% of their field goals. Josiah Jordan James off the back cut. 8-0 Arizona run. They've made it a 7-point game. Kyer got deep and slid. Another Arizona turnover, number 12.
Tom, it's very difficult against a team as good defensively as Tennessee to drive the ball initially without a ball reversal into traffic and try to make a play. I know Kyer's trying to be aggressive, but you have to know what you're up against in this game. Get that ball reversed if you don't have a clean look in transition.
Marbalo is the big in for Arizona right now. Chandler with the little floater. Fulkerson got the offensive rebound, and then that throwdown will indeed go against Olivier Combois.
Just a frustration foul by Combois. You got to play offensive post basketball from the waist down. He gets his arms involved right here. That's an easy call. The throwdown, blow your whistle, go the other way.
Tennessee led this game by 15 at one point, but their cold shooting has allowed Arizona to catch fire and get back in it. 2 on Combois. Arizona's 2 bigs have 2 apiece.
Mathurin still on the floor. He's being guarded by Fulkerson.
Interesting matchup. Mathurin thought so too. Trying to take a baseline.
One more.
Kyer baseline. Mathurin takes it himself with great length at 6'6", gets it all the way in. He's got 14.
Arizona won the gap that time. The ball got reversed to the third side of the floor, and Mathurin, instead of shooting from the corner, makes a play out of the corner and wins the gap.
Tennessee's drought is now 4 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. It will continue. Rebounded by Ballo. Cats looking to push. Mathurin gives it up. Kriisa for 3 off. You can see the unselfishness in Arizona's offense. Fulkerson count it, and they'll get Kerr Kriisa for his second, and that ends a 5-minute drought and a 10-0 U of A run.
Fulkerson has made some good plays against that Arizona defense. And that call could have gone either way because Kirk Creasy, now he's moving up there at the end. But Fulkerson from the elbow down has made 2 or 3 key plays in this game. The reason why the Volunteers have a 7-point win advantage.
8 points for the 24-year-old John Fulkerson, 4th oldest in Division I college basketball this season.
He donates $1 for every point that Tennessee scores this year to the Tennessee Fund. Not going to have to give a lot tonight so far.
Nice look from Kriisa. Ballo has it rejected by Fulkerson.
The ones that Ballo has to make. I mean, he's got the size and length advantage at the rim. You've got to win the collision at the rim in that case if you're Ballo. You have to.
Fulkerson's always been a great shot blocker. Broke Marshall Plumlee's school record in high school at Christ School in North Carolina.
Arizona turned up the pressure. Even the one pass away now is being body denied.
Vescovy with a rainbow, his first make, and Tennessee extends the lead to 11.
Such a big, confident, kind of cocky, swagger shot by Vescovy.
Shot clock off. Mathurin on the left wing. See if they get it to him. Larson drives, takes it, reverse, no. 7 left on the clock. Here's Chandler to push. No numbers, no matter. Euro step for the bucket. Arizona with the clock winding down on the half with only 21 points in the first half, and Tennessee ends on a bang.
Arizona's averaging 91. That Tennessee defense has been suffocating for the most part. And what a fabulous last 45, 50 seconds by Tennessee. It starts with the cocky swagger stroke of Vescovy, and then the sidestep by Chandler. Tennessee on an 8-0 run to finish. Rocky Top roll.
Let's get to the studio. Here's Zubin.
Tom, Jimmy, thank you. The E-Trade halftime report is underway over on ESPN, fellas. Coach, Western Kentucky, Shibwe show.
Oscar Shibwe, he rebounds like Pac-Man. He just gobbles up rebounds. That's a good tip dunk right there by Toppin. But I'll tell you, Shibwe's rebounding and Kellen Grady's three-point making. But Shibwe, a mountain masquerading as
a man.
Thank you.
Here's what Kentucky did a great job against that zone. They got it to that free throw line area, and they played off of it. And Kellen Grady not hesitating on his shot, being shot ready for the most part in tonight's game has been huge.
Well,
but Coach,
there's only one
talk.
big O, but tonight,
Oscar Shibwe, the record in Rupp was 23 rebounds. He's now past that, and we're still counting.
It's a pass off the backboard. Every shot is a pass off the back for him. He pursues and gets in the air every single missed shot. Watch. In his area, out of his area. And I'll tell you one thing. If it's one of his own teammates is trying to rebound that ball, they're not getting it either. Because he goes after everyone. 28.
23 at the defensive end of the floor of the team's 31 total rebounds on the defensive end of the floor right now. Oscar Shibwe's got him.
He told John Calipari when he went to Kentucky he wanted to average 20 rebounds a game. Yeah. Like, 20 rebounds a game. Give me a break. The dude has 28.
It's unbelievable.
And he's sitting on the bench right now because they've played so well.
And that is in addition to his 14 points. He's the transfer from West Virginia as we welcome you inside the E-Trade halftime report. Back and forth, back. It looked like Arizona was out of this thing. They got back in this thing. Tough way to end the first half.
The last minute and 15 seconds was gold for Coach Barnes and the Tennessee Vols because it looked like here comes Arizona. That three-pointer in the corner doesn't go down when it's 26-21. If that shot goes down, Arizona's going to the locker room with a ton of confidence. Instead, the Vols run off of it. They hit a couple of shots back-to-back. They extend out this lead going to the break back now into double digits.
To me, it's Tennessee's defense. Tennessee's defense because they can get stuck offensively. All right, but what can you do? If you get stops, get out in transition, play ahead of the defense, then all of a sudden good things happen. And right there, Kennedy Chandler gets a deflection. What does it do? It gets you out in transition. Create offense out of your defense. Be physical, play in passing lanes. What does that do? Gets you ahead of the defense. To me, Tennessee, at times in a half court can get stuck.
This one
but when
crazy.
They're active and alert defensively, they turn Arizona over. All of a sudden now they're playing ahead of the defense. They're playing with advantage, and that's what this game is all about right now. There are two things that are going on right now. Tennessee is doing to other teams what people have done to them in their losses. And number two, all of our sweaters look fabulous.
I would agree with the second point in particular. You look at the second half of this game, and if you're Tommy Lloyd, what you're telling your guys is, hey, we turned it over 12 times in the first half.
Sure.
We struggled to find any kind of rhythm from beyond the arc. can we try to erase the last minute and 15 and focus on that 10-0 run and say, hey, that's how we have to play. When we score and we're able to set up our defense and we don't turn it over, we can then dictate how Tennessee plays at the offensive end of the floor and get them into a struggle.
Tommy Lloyd's finally feeling like the rest of us. I mean, things were pretty good. I mean, he had a little rough run in the Illinois game, but he's kind of rebounded. Tommy Lloyd feels like the rest of us. It takes time.
Can't win them all. On the way after Arizona and Tennessee here on ESPN2, Paolo Banchero and Duke ready to take on Virginia Tech with the Blue Devils carrying the flag, the only ACC team that is ranked and set. I'll tell you, Banchero's been great, but so has this guy.
Yeah, Wendell Moore, it's maturity, it's running your own race, it's playing to your strengths, it's leadership, it's toughness. Look, he can knock down shots, he can make plays for other people, he rebounds the basketball, he doesn't take a bad shot, but more importantly, it's his maturity and his leadership.
Now let's talk about the biggest story right now in all of college basketball, cross-conference, no matter where you're watching, no matter who you root for. The whole forfeiture, no contest, no uniformity, everything is obviously fluid. What do you make of all of it, Sean?
It's frustrating. I think it's frustrating. I think that the idea and the policies that were put into place originally were put in to try to motivate, get vaccinated if you had a team that was highly unvaccinated and you were able to go. But as the variant has now come in, the Omicron variant has come into play here, I think this is the right move for these conferences to start going back and saying, hey, we're going to retroactively take away some of these forfeitures that happened earlier in the season. We're going to erase those to either no contests if they cannot be rescheduled moving forward. And there has to be flexibility here for these teams and these coaches, because none of these players, none of these coaches, they don't want to forfeit any games. They want to be playing games.
It's real simple. I mean, the whole idea of forfeits just didn't make any sense. And it's real simple because of this. The games weren't played.
Yeah.
All right, so why are you punishing a team for something they have no control over? I say it all the time. The virus, it controls us. We don't control the virus. All right, so, why are you punishing a team and taking away a game and giving someone a win for a game that wasn't played? It's real simple. As a coach, you say control your controllables. What can you control? You can't control the virus. So what you do is you figure it out. It's December. Everyone has a bye week. There'll be time to reschedule these games. More importantly, don't penalize the team. Tell you the other thing that's going on is, like the ACC is saying, all right, if you have 7 healthy players and a healthy coach, you can play the game.
Yeah.
But that includes walk-ons. That's ridiculous. All right, it's absolutely ridiculous. It should be 7 scholarship players like the Pac-12 is doing, because then you make a mockery of the game. You have 4 walk-ons, 3 scholarship players. There's not a level playing field. It's just not a competitive game. It's the wrong thing to do, ACC. Make the right decision. 7 scholarship players.
Coach calling it out as integrity issue. You can certainly understand his argument. On the way, Auburn playing its final non-conference game of the year. And wait till you see one of the shots they hit. Horns rolling too. All your highlights next.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
Oh, don't forget, gifts for the kids.
Bye.
Hey, give it back! Come on! What is stop? Get off my bed!
Hey, guys, come on.
I'm in my own room. Wake up, presents! Where's that?
Check the office.
Oh my gosh, I love it. We get our own rooms?
Uh-huh.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep, 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat, and the pizza plus another pizza.
The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES 350.
Are you ready for the first ever Week 18 season finale and for Wild Card Weekend to extend into Monday? Well, you better get ready.
Hi, yes, I need a locksmith. 3 hours. Guess I'll be right here.
Oh, nice. 2% cash back, right?
And it is saving the day right now.
Good afternoon.
It was.
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa Card. That's real life ready.
I just wish more people knew how easy it was to get health coverage. I'm only paying $52 a month, but there are quality plans for even less.
My job doesn't offer health insurance, but with the new law, I found an affordable plan and only pay $47 a month.
Actually, a friend of mine recommended healthcare.gov, and now we're paying less than $60 a month for coverage.
I was skeptical at first, but it is real. I'm covered with no monthly payment.
New law, lower prices, more people qualify at healthcare.gov.
You're watching the E-Trade Halftime Report.
And you are watching Auburn looking for its 8th straight win. Sean, Jabari Smith, tough two.
Yeah, Jabari Smith was outstanding. Actually, that was Katie Johnson on the drive right there. But how about that for some range, Coach?
Wendell Green Jr. from the logo. This Auburn team is a potential Final Four team. They've got a unique player in Jabari Smith who can basically play anywhere on the floor. And Bruce Pearl does not a good job, but a great job moving him around in the action.
It's their final non-conference game. Texas rolling as well. It's team transfer, Sean.
Yeah, it is team transfer. They got a lot of parts, and Marcus Carr is one of them that they're going to have to count on in Big 12 play. But, Coach, coming out of the non-conference, you look at the schedule, I'm not sure what we know about this team.
They have 8 wins. In those 8 wins, they forced 20 turnovers a game. In their 2 losses, they've forced only 16 combined. We don't know who they are. Right now, their exhibition season's over. Big 12 around the corner.
Back to wrap up the E-Trade Halftime Report next.
While his neighbors were asleep, our man Scrooge was digging deep. The Peloton bike brought motivation galore. His workouts were lit, and he kept finding more. As the seasons changed, Scrooge got fit until he called out,
"Child, what day is it?"
"It's August 19th. The kid returned with a shout. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Really appreciate you stepping into house sit. Everything should be pretty straightforward. Here's the keys. Let me show you inside. So each heater's on its own power grid, so you're just gonna have to throw the breakers each night. Tuesday's trash day. Just pull the dumpsters out the night before. Do you like dogs?
There are dogs?
There's a whole section of them. If you're gonna leave, remember to set the alarm. The code is 6.
Just 6?
My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and lately, I've seen this change in her.
Once-weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C. It lowers blood sugar from the first dose, and you could lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Fries with that. Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
I said a hip, hop, the hip, the hip, to the hip, hip, hop, you don't stop the rockin' to the bang, bang.
1 Million, Fragrance for Men by Paco Rabanne. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
The Vols don't look any worse for wear after their 8-day COVID layoff. Second half on the way from Knoxville. This has been the E-Trade Halftime Reports.
road home for the holidays, where the ultimate driving machine becomes the ultimate cruise through 3 states machine. The ultimate zip around the corner for mom's cooking machine. And even the ultimate we couldn't get out of there any faster machine. Because at BMW, we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
It's the last-minute gift sale. Get up to 40% off store-wide. This is how we shine. At Zales, the Diamond Store.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, it's time to go.
Dad, we have to go back to Lowe's.
Dad, the tire!
Is it?
Yeah.
The holidays begin at Lowe's, where you'll find all you want during Winterfest.
Carolers.
Let's go back to Lowe's.
It takes a volunteer, connected by a place and a shared sense of purpose, inspired by possibilities, motivated by opportunities, and shaped by the spirit of a community like no other, willing to step forward, ready to give our all. It takes courage to light the way. It takes a volunteer.
800-800-4600 is more than just a phone number. If you've been injured, it's the key to being treated fairly. Don't let the insurance company decide your future. If you want maximum compensation, call Hughes & Coleman. 800-800-4600.
There's a war for ground in the Yukon.
I will not fail again.
I'm doubling down.
Brought to you locally by Beeman Toyota. Downtown on Broadway and online at BeemanToyota.com.
If you're hurt in a car wreck, you know who to call.
Call Hughes & Coleman.
800-800-4600.
Studies show people who call a lawyer on average get up to 3 times more money.
That's a lot of shakes.
Hughes & Coleman. 800-800-4600.
Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN from Knoxville, Tennessee. And one of the last undefeateds in college basketball up against the ropes. Arizona only a 21-point first half. Tom Hart with Jimmy Dykes. We haven't seen a score sheet like this for Arizona this season. Benedict Mathurin is the only starter who scored in the first half for Arizona.
Well, Arizona's been loose with the ball. They have not been ready for the intensity that Tennessee has thrown at them defensively. And through 4.5 road games or neutral site games for Arizona, they are a combined 24% from the three-point line. Tennessee just completely erasing those clean three-point looks for Arizona early.
By far the lowest point production in a half. They scored 29 in the second half against Wichita State earlier this season. Three ball is good, and that's Benedict Mathurin again.
Make a mistake on the baseline out of bounds under. 2 guys go with a cutter. The screener pops wide open. Good start for Arizona.
For all of its success defensively in the first half, Tennessee did not have a good offensive first half, just 40% overall, and they weren't able to take advantage of a lot of those Arizona miscues. Dalen Terry scoreless until now.
Good hard drive. Arizona wins the battle for the nail on that possession. Tennessee doesn't close it off. Terry attacks it.
34-26, Tennessee with the lead. Under 19 minutes to go. Fulkerson out to Vescovy. Vescovy did not have a good shooting half. 3 points in the game for the Tennessee guard on 1 of 8 shooting. Chandler, nice feed. Kamwa gives it up. Here's Vescovy. He's now 1 of 7 from deep.
ones you got to make, right? Wide open in the corner. Really good find by Combo.
Open three, Terry. And a push-off on Josiah Jordan-James will be his first. Tennessee with a 34-26 lead, a minute and a half into the second half.
I'm confident that Arizona's going to be a hard team to put away. You go back and watch that Illinois game. They had every opportunity to kind of shut it down when the building started rocking, down 13. Fought their way right back in. And there's the substitution I told you at halftime we might see. Because Powell has seen a big rim right now, knocking down threes. Vescovi is not, and 24, and White's going to get a chance.
Azuolas Tubelis hasn't scored in this game. He's fourth in the Pac-12, averaging 16 a game, and then he commits his third personal. He had to sit for a good chunk of the first half. Tubelis only played 6.5 minutes, and now he'll take a seat here.
Tommy, you could argue their best two-way player. And he gets it done on both ends of the floor, but just an undisciplined frustration foul by Tubelis, and now he has to sit. That's a big hit to Arizona.
Chandler turns the corner. James follows his own miss. And now Chandler for three. Arizona's been forced to play with a smaller lineup for most of this game, with Tubelis in foul trouble. Koloko as well. Good. It's Kriisa with his first bucket.
Your pickup point on Kriisa is never too high. He is a real threat in that transition pull-up three game.
James from deep, and he's got an answer.
Shot it with confidence. Again, Fulkerson doing damage in this game from the elbow down as a scorer off the bounce and now as a pass threat.
Fulkerson picks up the foul. It's his first. Arizona's had a couple of runs in this game. A 10-0 run and an 8-0 run that just ended off this.
So you're going to drop coverage on Fulkerson. He's going to take up the slack. And they get the fill behind release by Josiah Jordan-James. Just another high IQ play by Fulkerson, being a playmaker against the drop coverage that Arizona continues to throw at him.
And Mathurin at the free throw line. First Canadian to attend the NBA Academy in Mexico City, four-star recruit. His sister Jennifer played hoops at North Carolina State. Mathurin grew up not necessarily just basketball. He played hockey, might not be surprised being from Montreal. And he was a quarterback as a young football player.
Well, he is projecting out right now to be a top 10 pick.
Powell shares it. They break the press, and James gets a 10-footer.
Such a hard shot, but a very under-controlled attack by Josiah Jordan-James. What a catch.
Wow. And a stuff at the rim, but a trip to the line coming from Christian Koloko.
So impressive with the hand strength of Koloko to come down with that thing in traffic as he's running full speed. Once he got it, and there's no contact on the body there. I don't know where the contact came from. That's just that's all ball to me. Regardless, Koloko deserves to get to the stripe because of the Valentine to run the floor with some purpose.
Missed the first. He is also scoreless. Coming off of a double-double against Cal Baptist. Koloko from Cameroon played his high school ball in LA at Sierra Canyon. He may have jammed his shoulder on that play, Jimmy. Right when he got to the free throw line, he was rotating the right shoulder, had his hand up there, now rotating it through a couple of times before this attempt. You see the shake?
I love this kid's story, though. You talk about him growing up in Cameroon and learned the game on an outdoor court. Not a high-maintenance guy at all. Very appreciative for his opportunity through that NBA basketball without borders. But you're right about the right shoulder continuing to bother Koloko.
Might be the pec or the shoulder. He not only to get it blocked, but he also jammed it hard against the rim.
Something I've never done, so I can't relate to what he's going through right now. I know Koloko is one of the better defenders in the college game at that 5 spot.
Fulkerson went down. Here's Vescovi looking for a three. Got it.
Yeah, he can make 6 in a row, and he can miss 7 in a row, but the stroke and the confidence is never in question.
Thompson Bowling starting to come alive a little bit, and an answer from Kriisa. Kerr Kriisa, his dad was a Steve Kerr fan growing up. That's where he got that first name. Fulkerson trying to step through, and he rolls it home.
He has been a hard guard in this game, Fulkerson.
Larson off the window. This is the Arizona team we thought we'd see.
Reverse it or shoot it.
Yeah, just shoot it. Kriisa gets another one. Steve Kerr was good enough. I know your dad named you after Jimmy Stewart. It's fitting this holiday season.
I was actually named after Jimmy Dykes, the baseball player. The only one ever involved in a player-manager trade. Kerr Kriisa thrives, man, in a situation where on the opponent's floor, got that cockiness about him.
Terry with the jam. What a run by Arizona. They've made each of their last 5 attempts. It's a 7-0 run.
Tom, it all starts with the DNA, to me, of Kerr Kriisa. He's a throw-ahead point guard in the push, but he can also get out and run the wings. Shoots a really good ball. The passing for Arizona has been on point to start the second half. And what a start out of the blocks for Arizona.
What do we want for dinner?
Burgers! I want a sugar cookie. I want a bucket of chicken. I want...
It's the easiest because it's the cheesiest. Kraft for the win-win.
It's delightful.
Seriously? But it's a total train wreck.
It's obvious that you've put a lot of work into it.
She's probably happy because she found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol.
Does anyone want to go on a bike ride?
Tuna fish, Steve? We got a big second half of thermodynamics to teach, whatever that is. Now let's fuel up with some chunky soup. Let's go! Fill up with 19 grams of protein per can and chunky chicken noodle. Lunchtime is your halftime.
This house is 8 times our budget, but look. Thank you, spontaneous me. Yes, negative me. It's on an island. We'll drown. No, we won't. You will drown. Guys, it's 1 a.m. Bedtime. Whoa! Okay, one more. Okay, one more.
Money is power. That's why Boost Mobile finds ways to help you keep more of it, to spend on what you really want. Get 3 unlimited data lines for $30 a month each and a free Samsung Galaxy A32 5G when you switch to Boost. How's that for power? Feel the power of keeping more money in your pocket with 3 unlimited lines for $30 a month each on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save. Boost Mobile.
I got you, don't worry.
I've started guidance.
Looks like you're home. This holiday season, hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event and find your way home in the ultimate driving machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep, 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat, and the pizza plus another pizza. The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
Take a look at this heart. It's the one I'm gonna use to love you.
Alabama, Cincinnati, Michigan, and Georgia. One of these teams will make believers of us all.
Arizona's cut this thing down to a 44-40 lead. They've done it by making 4 out of 5 3-point shots to start the second half. They are a very good passing team, important for 3-point shooters. And right now, Arizona doing a good job of delivering the ball in the shot pocket. It's amazing when the ball's caught here, down low, out to a side, and the shooter has to reach, that percentage is going to drop. Arizona is doing a good job of moving that ball. They have a high assist rate. If you put the ball in the shot pocket, your percentage as a team is going to go up from 34 to 35%, 35 to 36. Very important to be a clean passing team when you're making threes like Arizona is so far in the second half.
You're lucky I didn't put any juice on it.
Yeah, we took 4 takes for you to finally get a pass in my shot pocket. And Arizona's assist rate as good as anybody in the country. And although they turned it over a ton in the first half, they're a very good passing team overall.
Hey, by the way, when we have a minute, shout out to our friend Dick Vitale, thoughts and prayers as he continues his battle with cancer. And you go to v.org to find a raffle ticket for the brand new BMW they're going to give away. The Gallo raised over $21 million last year. It's coming up this spring, May 6th, 2022. Dick, we're always thinking about you, praying for you. Can't wait to see your next game, buddy.
I know Coach Barnes, as a lot of coaches across the country, in constant contact with Dick Vitale. Just a ton of prayers for Dickie V. The game's just not the same without him on the sidelines.
Here's Chandler, gives it up. Vescovy finds him again. This is shaping up like an unselfish Tennessee team as well. We talked about Arizona's big assist numbers. James off balance, three goes. And Tennessee able to stretch that lead.
Tom, in the pass goes right to the shot pocket on the left side of a left-handed shooter. I know it's a very small detail of the game, but man, those details so important in terms of increasing your overall three-point percentage as a team.
Did I get credit for a steal at the end?
Yeah, you did.
Teresa, they share it again. It ends up with Mathurin. And a foul on a push-up inside. Coloco's third.
Don't shoot a bad pass. That's the lesson of the night. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Don't shoot a bad pass.
47-40, Tennessee with the lead. We got a fun one here in the second half.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
5 breadsticks for my triple treat. 3 layers deep, 10 Cinnabon mini rolls to eat, and the pizza plus another pizza. The triple treat box, only from Pizza Hut.
Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, the new eau de parfum.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Advil Dual Action fights pain 2 ways. It's the first and only FDA-approved combination of Advil plus acetaminophen. Advil targets pain. Acetaminophen blocks it. Advil Dual Action. Fast pain relief that lasts 8 hours.
No ink? I need you to print. I need you. You think you're empty? I'm empty.
Do you suffer from cartridge conniptions? Be conniption-free thanks to the cartridge-free Epson EcoTank printer. A ridiculous amount of ink.
You're mocking me. Not again!
The Epson EcoTank. Just fill and chill.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need 2 things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
Everybody's worried about COVID, its impact on sports going forward. College Football Playoff Committee announced today that If a pair of semifinal teams aren't able to play, be a no contest, a forfeit, teams will move on. And if one side gets wiped out, whoever wins the other side is a champion. Let's hope we don't get to that. College football playoff on ESPN. A lot of conferences trying to figure out what they're going to do from a basketball perspective. It seems as if most are going away from the automatic forfeit if a team is unable to play. I think the SEC rule is going to end up being if you have 7 scholarship players, you can go, no matter who those 7 are.
Would it be too difficult to ask for a national standard when it comes to that? I mean, is that not too?
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Too much?
It makes too much sense.
Common sense is so uncommon at times.
Vescovi with a circus shot. It'll go to the line.
What a step by Vescovi. It's Vescovi in Spanish. It's Vescovi in the South. Vescovi with the push. Bam, right there. What a smooth move by Vescovi to never take his eyes off the target. Look at the eyes. Even as he's twirling backwards, he gets that thing up on the glass. A really good push by Tennessee's offense. Their run game right there with Arizona tonight on several occasions.
That was a 3rd personal on Kerr Kriisa. And so he'll have to take a seat here in a moment. Pleading his case of Patrick Evans. And in fact, Kriisa is going to stay in the game. So Tommy Lloyd showing some confidence in his sophomore point guard.
If this was the last 4 minutes, this would be a guaranteed make, right? Guys, 37 out of 39 in the last 4 minutes on the free throw stripe for his career. I learned that last year actually as well. Remember that game?
That's right. Well, he's not bad otherwise, 75% overall. If you tell him there's only 4 minutes left in the game.
Exactly. Got to make hard cuts, man, in this game. It cannot be a lazy cut or a non-scoring cut. You'll get nothing done against Tennessee's defense.
Tubelis back in the game. He doesn't have a single point in this one. He averages 16.
Good step up by Combo on Mathurin. Better get there again.
Mathurin with an air ball. And on that possession, Vescovi ended up guarding Tubelis. They didn't give him a touch.
Yeah, that's something that Arizona has to understand. And if you're Ballo and you get a small guard switched on you, that's kind of discredit to you. You've got to fight hard to get position and demand the basketball at that point. What speed.
Ballo got a piece of that one. He's coming off of a 5-block game. Jammed his finger. And an air ball from Vescovi. Push ahead. Mathurin jams it home.
He is so good. He is so good. And what can he not do? Talk about him being a beast on the glass on both ends, can jump up and make guarded threes, can get out in transition. A complete player. 0 in blue.
He's got 20 of Zona's 42. Powell. Deep one for Chandler. Tough scoring night for Kennedy Chandler. Only 4 points, none this half. And another one in Arizona. Tommy Lloyd just throws his hands up and waves them off.
Chandler's having a tough night. 2 out of 11 from the floor. But he's going to have to hang in there and keep battling. I talked about him growing up within the game. Because right now, Kenny Chandler has taken a couple of shots in this game that Tommy Lloyd wants him to take. Heck of a talent, though, man. Wakes up every day with a plan. No one outworks this kid. That's hard to do in this Tennessee program. He stands for work.
That foul, by the way, was the 3rd on Mathurin. Fulkerson. He's got a baker's dozen now.
That was just pure will and determination to drive the ball to the toughness triangle on the floor by Fulkerson, and he wins that battle.
Ballo. Blocked again by Kamwa. Olivier Kamwa stepping up to the challenge against a talented Arizona front line tonight.
There's not a lot of lift in Ballo's game. I mean, the dude's big as a 2-door refrigerator, but there's not a lot of lift in his game, and Kamwa got on top of him. That Tennessee defense continues to swarm and put bodies on bodies and make Arizona play in a crowd. Play in a crowd, Kamwa says, I don't need it right now. I got this, coach.
Singing or speaking.
Reason or fun. Daring or thoughtful. Sensitive or strong. Progress isn't either or.
Progress is everything.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. Oh, oh. I leaned back on my radio. Oh, oh. There's a starman waiting.
It's right in front of you. Bleu de Chanel, le parfum.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2 to 1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Hey, check it out.
At Lowe's, we're home to great values during the holidays and every day. Where everything comes with competitive prices. And it's all backed by our Lowe's Price Promise, which means if you find an exact product from a qualifying retailer for less, we'll match it, so you can make the most of every single season.
Still looking for that money in your home, Daryl?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage. We used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity? Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
Rocket.
Buttercup, baby.
Up would be the operative word there, pal.
Yeah. All right, have a good day.
If you ride, you get it.
Oh, wow, we're really backed up.
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Got a pair of bowl games for you tomorrow on ESPN and the app. 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. The North Texas Mean Green take on Miami of Ohio. The inaugural Frisco Football Classic, then a Sunshine State matchup. UCF in Florida, the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. UCF getting running back Isaiah Bowser back tomorrow for an offense that's been struggling this year, only 190 yards a game.
Is Gus Malzahn still on crutches, my buddy? You know he broke his leg this year?
He did.
Had to coach from a platform on crutches. Tough guy, though. Played a lot of softball with him.
What position did he play? Here's Powell. Plays shooter.
Well, he was the coach, so he got to play catcher, so he didn't have to run.
Smart. Tubelis turns it over, and they will get a foul, and Tubelis.
That'd be his fourth, right?
It will be. What a mess it's been for Arizona inside in this one. They came into this game with 7 straight games of 40 points in the paint or more, third longest in the last 15 years. They only have 18 in the paint tonight.
It has started with Tennessee's ball pressure defense. Talked about in the first half how Rick's guys had just stuck their nose on a blue jersey and kept that ball pressure hot to kind of take away those clean looks on the inside.
0 points and 4 fouls for Tubelis. Paulo rips it down. And then Fulkerson caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
There's a reason why NBA teams use drop coverage. And Arizona is sticking with it in this game. That it forces you to make a lot of floaters, some tough twos. It takes the roller for the most part out of the ball screen middle action. And when Ballo or Koloko are in the game. That's their foundation piece of their defense.
Kyer gives it up. It'll stay with Arizona with 16 on the shot clock. Cats have had a bunch of runs in this game. 8-0, 10-0, another 8-0. And Tommy Lloyd's squad have another one in there without Tubelis on the floor and foul trouble looming?
Well, it can. It's going to start with Kerr Kriisa, and Matherin's got to start getting some looks. Tough pass.
Follow. Again, Kamwa got in the way, but it was put back by Mathurin.
One of the better offensive rebounding wings in the college game is Mathurin.
James uses the timeout right in front of the Tennessee bench after he got tied up. Arizona's outscored Tennessee by 6 in the second half. They've made it a 7-point game.
The new GMC Sierra with hands-free driving offers the most advanced and luxurious pickup in its class. Yeah, it rocks.
Jimmy Dykes, Jimmy, you said before the game Kennedy Chandler needed a big one tonight for Tennessee. What are you seeing from it?
Well, he's struggling a little bit with his quick decisions with the ball, and Rick Barnes was right in his ear and met him coming to that timeout. And there's nowhere for Kennedy Chandler to go right now other than to play his way through this thing. He is an elite level guy, but his decision making in this game tonight has not been at the high winning level that he's capable of. There's not a tougher position to play in the college game than being a point guard for a guy that was hard coaching. But that's exactly why he came to Tennessee. He wants to be outstanding, and he knows Rick Barnes gives him no leeway.
Kamwa has his shot blocked, and Fulkerson down again, and they'll get Koloko for his fourth. Back to Chandler coming into this one. He had scored or assisted on 35% of Tennessee's buckets. Not the same tonight. Tubelis and Koloko each have 4.
Tennessee quicker to the ball for the most part in this game. They've out-rebounded Arizona by 5 or 6. Think about this. Arizona as a team has 27 rebounds in this game. Our guy Shibwe had 28 tonight by himself. Oscar Shibwe had more rebounds tonight as a player than Arizona has as a team so far.
That's
amazing.
3/4 of the way through this game. Shibwe told me before the season started he wanted to average 20 boards a game. I laughed. Perhaps I shouldn't have.
He sold himself short.
Fulkerson's got another one coming his way. Who's the best team in the SEC right now?
In the last 7 days, it's been Kentucky. I thought it was Alabama coming off that Gonzaga-Houston game that I did, but then they stubbed their toe at Memphis and have not looked the same since. Auburn, I think, is in the conversation as well. Tennessee, defensively, they're going to be in every single game, every single night. Just a matter of not where they have enough offense flowing.
Kentucky blew out Western Kentucky in a hastily scheduled game by 35. And Auburn got a win against Murray State, 71-58.
So as true loyal Kentucky fans would do, they're equating their score against Western Kentucky to Louisville's
Of course
score,
they are.
and they're saying they would have beat Louisville by 68.
Well, the good news is a lot of the funds raised tonight go to help tornado victims from primarily the western part of the state, including Mayville, Kentucky. We saw Mayville's finest. Chris Lofton in the building tonight.
Yes.
Mathurin drains another. He's got 25.
He's got a little Lofton in him because at times he leans back a little bit on those guarded threes. I keep telling you, he's the one guy that can get Arizona not only right back in this game, but the lead. He's capable of going on a 9-10-0 run himself. 0 in blue. Tough shot.
Kamwa out of the double, and it's rebounded by Mathurin.
You don't want to shoot it out of a double. You want to pass it or bounce it out of a double.
Kyer turns the corner. Arizona trying to hang in there, trailing only by 6. But every time Arizona's put something together, Tennessee has answered.
Yeah, Kyer had Mathurin on a wide open cut. He didn't see, but didn't make the right decision.
Balls have missed their last 5 and a foul on Larson.
Can you win the collisions at the rim?
Chandler cramping up now. Arizona cut the lead to 5. Tennessee answered with an 8-0 run. They cut it to 5 again, an 8-1 run. They cut it to 4 and a 7-2 Tennessee run. Hey, did you read the story in The Athletic by Alex Schiffer about how Steve Kerr was going to help with North Korean diplomacy?
I did not.
This came out last week when Obama was in office. One of his advisors pitched a plan to have Steve Kerr go to North Korea and play horse against Kim Jong-un. Now, Kerr knew nothing about this, and they finally asked him about it the other day when the story was unearthed by Alex Schiffer, and he said, you know what, they would probably expect me to let him win because I know what the stories have been about his dad shooting like 65 under on the golf course. He goes, Steve Kerr says, but if that's me, I'm going all out.
Yeah, sure he is.
Well, Wildcat great, so instead of Steve Kerr going over there, the worm finds his way to North Korea. Not what you expected. Here's Chandler. Got another one coming after working his way through the cramp.
A lot of growth ahead of this kid. He's got a beautiful future about him because he cares. But he's a little bit of a watcher on defense in terms of watching the action instead of always being engaged. His voice has not grown near enough in terms of the lead guard for a top 20 team. Very quiet today in the shoot-around. But you see, watching on film, how much stuff he has to work with in his game.
There's another Kerr, and he turns it over to close the book on Steve Kerr. He was just named this week head coach of Team USA for the World Cup in 23 and the Paris Olympics in 24.
Mark Few Wright now also named as a full-time assistant for that Olympic team.
15 Arizona turnovers. Ziegler at its strip will get a jump ball, will stay with Tennessee.
Rick Barnes has the number 6 team in the country on the ropes. He's got 2 freshman point guards that he has to have one of them on the floor at all times. And will their decision-making with 9:09 to go allow Tennessee to keep the lead or build the lead? A lot of thoughts going through his mind right now.
Ziegler, the last time out for Tennessee was 8 days ago in USC Upstate. 5 assists, 0 turnovers. Vescovy off the glass.
What a controlled bounce of the ball by Vescovy. I mean, he played to the pace he wanted to play with and got off 2 feet. Made it tough, too. Really, really well done.
10-point lead. Mathurin with the rebound. Tipped by Tennessee. Kriisa 1 for 3 from deep in this game.
The ball pressure of Ziegler and Chandler have bothered Kerr Kriisa as a shooter. You better stay up into him because 25 in blue's got a good quick trigger.
Pardon me, that was wrong. He's 3 for 8 from 3. Mathurin has it knocked away. They'll get a foul on pick of all, either James or Vescovy. And that'll be on Santiago Vescovy.
Tom, you look at Mathurin's ability all over the floor. Tommy's done a nice job of inverting his offense, letting this kid get into some post-up situations, often like some flex screen action. He's driven the ball through the nail and the elbows. He's made elevated guarded threes. He's gotten on the offensive glass. And what more do you want from a big wing?
6'6", 210. He showed up tonight for sure. And he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Virginia Tech Duke coming up next. It's the final ACC opener for Mike Krzyzewski.
Rick Barnes has always been terrific at moving your defense from one side of the floor to the other. Not a heavy ball screen guy ever.
Vescovy with the 3 right in front of Kyer.
You cannot let Vescovy kind of dribble dance, rhythm dance that basketball into a shot. I think that's when he's at his best.
Good second half shooting for Vescovy after a horrid first half. Mathurin with the assist to Terry.
Yeah, really under control, wasn't he? Mathurin under pressure.
Never panicked.
No, that's that hard scoring cut I'm talking about that you have to make against Tennessee.
Taken away. 3 on 2. Here's Terry. And he's going to the line. Third on Vescovy, and Dalen Terry scored the last couple of buckets for U of A.
Tommy Lloyd told us, I trust my guys to figure it out within the game. And his guys have figured out in this second half to stay in this thing. They're taking better care of the ball, and now Arizona getting some stuff off their defense.
Road home for the holidays, where the ultimate driving machine becomes the ultimate cruise through 3 states machine. The ultimate zip around the corner for mom's cooking machine. And even the ultimate we couldn't get out of there any faster machine. Because at BMW we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
'Twas the holiday season and joy filled the town, except for Scrooge, with his perma-frown. The gift of a Peloton bike did touch his soul. Riding fast, flowing proud, getting hella swole.
You can do it! I'm doing it!
Was Scrooge a new man? Oh, without doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Let's do it for the fans, and the stands going crazy. I've been balling.
It's NBA Christmas time.
Steffi looking like the MVP and Clay ain't even back.
Durant way downtown. Burn!
Giannis trying to get another chip. He want them back to back. AD and LeBron, they want revenge. They trying to win again.
He's unstoppable.
It's only one wish that I got for Christmas, that to win the title. It's only one wish that I got for Christmas, that to win the title.
Stay. We are so sorry. We hope you'll have us over again. He's in training. Oh, if I weren't earning 2% cash back right now, you'd be in so much trouble. Are you serious? Again, my apologies. Got myself a pair, too.
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa Card. That's real life ready.
We're having a baby, so the new law came at a perfect time. For less than $30 a month, the whole family is covered.
I love my job and it pays really well. There's just no health coverage. For $182 a month, I found the perfect plan.
All that stress about coverage just went away. For $14 a month, my plan covers my meds, vision, and dental.
Now, more people can get financial assistance. What you pay depends in part on how much you make. New law, lower prices, more people qualify at healthcare.gov.
Seth and Zubin in the studio. Up next, Trevor Keels and Duke on ESPN2, Coach.
Trevor Keels is the Derrick Henry of college basketball. He punishes you offensively and defensively. Hard to keep him out of the lane.
Titans play in Nashville. No Derrick Henry right now. Back to Knoxville. Here's Tom.
All right, fellas. 60-52. Tennessee handling Arizona, but the Wildcats, as you'd expect, Jimmy, the team that has offensive potential, not going anywhere.
Well, they've been stuck a little bit. Tennessee's defense has been so good. Just watch how Tennessee loads up to the ball side of the floor. They really are heavy gap protection. And then their closeouts are disciplined, but their heat on the ball has been very impressive. They've heated the ball up and stayed in front of the ball, which is not easy to do.
Dalen Terry gets it to go. All 9 of his coming this half. 4 of the 5 Arizona starters were held scoreless in the first half. Mathurin, the only one who got a bucket, he ended up with 14. They're trying to trap Chandler. Chandler looking for Fulkerson. That was picked up. And he'll stay with Tennessee with a fresh shot clock.
There's an opportunity to say something to a guy on the other team in this game. It's not being missed very often. It's getting a little chippy. These two teams with a ton of pride and a ton of swagger about them.
Well, Arizona has noticed that Fulkerson has spent more time on the floor than Fries at Powell's, and he picks up a foul from Mathurin, and that's his fourth.
What'd you just say?
Powell's, a bit back from East Tennessee, way up in the mountains at Fulkerson's. It's a great fast food joint. You need
a lot
to go
of French
there.
fries on the floor?
Yeah.
Why would you eat in a place with French fries on the floor?
They spill. It happens. It's a fair question.
You're good for one of those a game. Something I have to go back and watch the film and say, what did he just say?
Mathurin sits with 7-13. He's obviously their main threat. How long do you keep him over there?
Not very long. He's too good of an offensive punch. You can't get all the way to the 4-minute mark. I know that. And now Kerr Kriisa becomes the option, I think, for Arizona. Option one, anyways. Can you get him free for a shot?
All of Kriisa's 9 have come in the second half. Nice feed. And the jam by Koloko. That's his first bucket.
One of the few times, a handful of times that Arizona's gotten inside the teeth of Tennessee's defense. Draw 2 for an easy drop-off. Hard to put Arizona away. A young team that plays with a real maturity about it.
Fulkerson going to work. Well, he got deep, didn't he?
He's been really good against Tennessee, against that Arizona 5-man dropping off of him tonight. He's taken up the slack. He's made spin moves. He's been a good passer. A really good middle third of the floor game by John Fulkerson.
They get Josiah Jordan-James for his second.
All his stuff has been in the middle third of the floor. And Rick Barnes is keeping him there to keep the help from coming in. Very difficult to double team Fulke when he's operating in the middle third. And Tenon White, very productive and very efficient, 17 points on 6 out of 10 from the field.
Kerr Kriisa, sophomore from Estonia, who's made a 3 in every game this year. It took him to the second half to find his first triple tonight.
More of a perimeter point guard is how I would describe Kriisa. 83 3-point attempts coming in, 27 2-point attempts. Gets to the free throw line less than 2 times per game. But I did Arizona's last game last year at Oregon when Sean Miller had him playing major minutes, and you could see that kid was going to be the real deal.
Five-point Tennessee lead. 6:20 to play. Here's Chandler from the elbow. You like that shot?
You have to take it against that coverage. That's what the defense has given you. And Rick Barnes told Chandler today at the shoot-around, take every one of those tonight that are clean and shoot with confidence.
Kyer throws it in. It's a 2-point game.
A team that completely struggled in the first half from 3, Arizona has lit it up in the second half.
6 of 11 from deep since the break. To 12-2, U of A run. Fulkerson. Height advantage. Stripped. Smart play by Terry. And then a loose ball foul.
Tom Fulkerson opened up his body too early that time. Been better off going with a little bit of a shoulder into you with the jump hook that he has. But when he opens up right here and exposes the ball right there, bam, that's just taking candy from a baby. And Fulkerson, if he can get to his high release, it's an unblockable shot, but he opens up too early, allows the defense to chew him up.
So here's Justin Kyer, 6th year of college basketball. Started at George Mason, 4 years there. Last year at Georgia. Tom Crean's team lost 4 of its 5 starters and its best reserve to the transfer portal, including Kyer, and he can't make it a 3-point play. Closest it's been since Tennessee scored the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, where's Tennessee's offense going to come from now? Tomwalk can get you a little bit on that low block.
Tomo working on Kyer, gives it up. Give it right back, Vescovi for 3. Spooned out, and then he committed the foul. Got him with the bump, and that's the 4th on Vescovi.
Think about the depth that Arizona has shown in this game. Battling through foul trouble. They had a chance to go away, but that's a really tough group over there. I just thought their maturity today in their shoot-around, how they handled things, how they went about business, and Tennessee was right there with them. But both guys did a great job today, Tommy Lloyd and Rick Barnes, going half speed in the walkthrough, but full speed with the talk part of it.
How hard is that to balance?
It's difficult to balance, but I think that's how you go about shoot-arounds these days. Half speed with your legs so we don't get anyone injured. Full speed, 100% with your voice. I thought both teams were really dialed in that part of their preparation.
Terry misses the front end of the one-on-one, but it's rebounded by Kriisa. Arizona looking for its first lead of the game. Good cut. Nice cut and layup blown. Koloko puts it in.
All started, though, with a hard cut out of the corner by Larson. I know his shot didn't go down, but the value of getting the ball up on the glass, letting Koloko come in to clean it up.
Veteran Terry Weimer just told Larson, leave the ball alone when it comes through the hoop. Been a couple times Arizona's done that last few possessions.
We talked about it early. Arizona in the hunt right now for a #1 seed come March in that NCAA tournament. And their next 2 games at UCLA and at SC are no joke. Now, they have battled their way back into this thing, looking like one of the 4 or 5 best teams in the country.
And then they've got to go to Tempe, take on Arizona State on the road. They won't be back home to McHale Center until January 13th. Double bonus now. And Chandler going to the line after that foul on Terry, his 3rd. Free throw shooting, not anything to write home about on either side lately.
Well, Tennessee.
Mathurin back in the game.
Yeah, Tennessee only gets 8 points a game from the free throw strike. And that's a number that has to grow in SEC play if they're going to be a real factor in that league race.
Chandler makes his 2nd. Mathurin, Koloko, Tubelis, all starters with 4 apiece.
So Tommy was able to go almost 3 minutes with Mathurin on the bench and get right back in this game. That was a very important 3-minute stretch.
Off balance 3, rebounded by Kamba. He wants to push it. And Powell on the floor for it. It'll go out of bounds and belong to Arizona.
The ball is the most important thing in this building.
You know those bad Santa parties where you get a gift and then you pass it on and you keep it? They keep giving the ball to the next guy.
Yeah, that's what Rick's saying. I know Santa's important right now. He's not as important as the basketball, I can tell you that.
Tristan! Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
This is the best attended White Elephant party in the country tonight with 20,000 people in the building and both teams giving gift after gift. A combined 28 turnovers between these top 20 opponents. Arizona, one of 6 remaining undefeateds in men's college basketball, 11-0 on the year. They've already played one Pac-12 game and they'll jump back into it right after Christmas.
Josiah Jordan-James, Tennessee's best overall defender, assigned to Mathurin. I would not expect that to be a switchable play right now. If you're Josiah Jordan-James, you stay attached. Just like that. There's a really good job by Josiah Jordan-James to be there with just enough body contact on the catch to force the off balance.
Chandler gets down the lane. Good cut, shuffled it to Powell, and Kyer picks up his 2nd.
If you're going to Steve Nash drill that ball behind that backboard, in any college basketball game, you have to have cutters. And Powell that time doing a good job instead of watching the dribble action, hard cut the dribble action, and gets himself to the charity strike.
Tennessee in the double bonus. Justin Powell played for Bruce Pearl at Auburn last year. And a technical foul. And it's going against Kriisa. And that'll be his 4th personal.
Well, Kerr Kriisa is a talker. And as long as he handles his tongue the right way, I love that part about him. But I think that time he crossed the line, At least he did in the eyes of Tony Green, because Tony stuck him. I don't know what Kerr Kreese is saying right there. I think he's kind of egging on the call, and Tony Green says, I've had enough of that. That could be a really big play in this game.
They'll let you talk to the opponent. They'll
Yes.
let you talk to your teammates, but you can't
Not
talk
an
to the guys
official.
in stripes.
No.
Dalen Terry may have saw it coming.
Yeah,
Hold on, it's not talking to you.
It's too late. It's too late.
So Powell has already shot the technicals. Now in the double bonus after the previous foul.
Tom, just remember those 2 free points that Arizona basically gave Tennessee right there.
Powell goes 3 of 4.
Stay attached to Mathurin. If you're Mathurin, you really got to work right now. You got a hard cut, make a second or third cut, and get involved offensively.
Here's Kyer for 3. Got the touch. Fantastic pass from Terry to find him.
Yeah, again, a shot right in the pocket. There was no hesitation. Kyer didn't have to move the ball, fumble around with it, just rose up and released it.
Under 4 to go. Arizona's undefeated season on the line. Trailing by 1. Chandler cut off. Shot clock in single digits now.
2 freshman point guards on the floor for Tennessee.
Ziegler lost it going against the big. Picked up Fulkerson and the foul. And that'll foul out Christian Coloco. You said it earlier, Tennessee beating Arizona to loose balls, and that's the difference in Coloco staying in the game.
And Tommy, to me, it's been Fulkerson. Every 50-50 ball, every 70-30 ball, not in his favor, Kenyon White has come up with tonight.
Oh, don't forget, gifts for the kids.
Bye.
Hey, give it back! What? Stop! Get off my bed!
Hey, guys, come on.
I wish I had my own room. Wake up, presents! Where's that?
Check the office.
Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it! We get our own rooms?
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2 to 1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wayfarers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
Because you're forever connected by love. 2 touching center diamonds, representing the connection you share. Forever connected. The perfect gift to give this holiday. Exclusively at Kay.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
If you're for Duke. It's on ESPN News seconds away, Sean.
Yeah, team getting ready to go. And, you know, Tom Hart's a fashion icon. I wanted to update Tom. They're wearing the Script Duke tonight with the Script lettering on the shorts as well. It's a very nice look. Almost like your suit, Tommy.
Merry Christmas to you too, Sean Farnham. Great to have you along.
I guess he doesn't like my black and white.
No.
I don't know.
He said you'd be great for Men in Black 3.
Well, that's a big loss right there, is it not? Koloko on the bench.
And how about John Fulkerson's game tonight? Against a front line that is an elite front line, not just from size, but efficiency. John Fulkerson's got a 17-point night.
Well, Arizona's defensive scheme a little bit has been, we'll see if Fulkerson can beat us. Well, right now, Fulkerson has more than answered that question.
Came in averaging 8 points a game this season. The offensive production really dropped over the last couple of years from Fulkerson.
Arizona has given Fulkerson room to breathe and room to operate in this game, and he's taken advantage of it.
Kriisa playing with 4 fouls. Tubelis on the floor now. Loose ball. Tubelis gives it up.
As he continues to ice that side ball and force it down.
Mathurin trying to get down the paint and drew the foul.
That's such a big time play by Mathurin because you got a short clock going on. There's no offense that's working for you, and Mathurin's going to win the elbow. That right there is a winning play. He got to the elbow before Tennessee was able to protect it. He gets himself to the free throw line because of it. This guy here is a straight up baller. Was he 6'6" and 215, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, he's every bit of it too.
26 points tonight. Mathurin 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He carried Arizona in the first half, 14 of their 21, the lowest scoring half this season. And Arizona trying to do it tonight without production from Azuolas Tubelis, who's never been held scoreless in his college career, but hasn't turned in a bucket tonight.
The good ones, the best ones, get it done on the road. And Mathurin had 30 at Illinois. He's about to go to that same spot tonight, right here in Knoxville.
Tied for just the second time. Tennessee without a field goal the last 3:45 counting.
And single coverage.
Tough angle for the lefty Fulkerson. He's got 20.
That's the high release. If he ever gets to that spot, it's an unblockable shot. And a good job that time by Fulke to kind of fade away and get to his spot.
Watch that one into the third row. Fulkerson flexing. He's got a season high in points. And Arizona tossing it away again. Turnover number 16.
Watch Fulkerson right here when he spins away and gets separation. Watch how high the ball gets. That is an unblockable shot because Ballo at 7 foot with a long wingspan just can't get to his ball. And Rick Barnes teaches that high release as well or better than anyone in the country. And he's done it all the way back to his days at Texas.
Fighting with Ballo for position.
Go to it again.
John Fulkerson was the first volunteer in the building as Ballo picks up his first personal. He didn't, Jimmy, I know this might sound silly to people out there who don't get a chance to come to practice. A lot of times bigs show up and they start launching 20-footers, 25-footers. No, Fulkerson went right to work on the block, first from the right side, then to the left side, and went through his game day routine.
You know, he's all about Tennessee. Last year when he wasn't sure if he's going to come back, he kissed the Tennessee logo, and just his belief in this Tennessee system and the culture that's been passed down from guy to guy over the years, from Admiral Schofield to Grant Williams to Eve Pons, and now Josiah Jordan-James and Fulke kind of carry that mantle for him. That's a lot of career games that this kid's been through, and he has been a monster in the middle part of the floor tonight.
And with all that, only played 10 games his freshman year. And through a couple of really bad injuries, dislocated right elbow, fractured his right wrist after a good start. Tennessee up by 4. 2:10 to play.
Yeah, you'd like to get a drive right now if you're Arizona, at least get to the free throw line.
Larson works it inside to Bellis. First bucket of the game comes at a key moment.
Yeah, the first time Tubelis has gotten to that right shoulder, because he is lethal when he can get there. What a pressure release, huh? Building rocket, you got a guy like that to throw it to.
his season low, career low 2 points against UTEP last year. And now he's matched up with Fulkerson. He's not going to give ground to Fulkerson. Tough angle. Rebounded by Mathurin. Here's Terry. Arizona looking for the lead. Reese shot that one quick, and Fulkerson finds the rebound.
Rick Barnes going to slow this thing down. He has one timeout to use, but I think he's going to open the floor. And this is where the point guard play has to be right on cue. A young freshman point guard is going to trigger this play with about 10 to go and a minute to go in the game. Does he make the right decision?
Nobody in the paint for Tennessee. Chandler takes it himself, has it blocked. Fulkerson, the one on the shot clock. A volunteer hero. He's got 24.
John Fulkerson just bailed out. A bad decision by Kennedy Chandler. Nowhere to go. That's just an absolute force trying to go one-on-one. But again, the guy that has gotten to all the loose balls faster than anyone else on the floor. Man, it's amazing when you play hard and you have effort and you care. It's amazing how good things happen to you. And that sums up Fulky.
Foul on Terry, his fourth.
Man,
he's been in East Tennessee pretty much his whole life, here in Knoxville now for 5 years. The career arc is one that looks like a Dollywood roller coaster. It started good, it climbed, and then he almost bottomed out last year, Jimmy. To see John Fulkerson as a 24-year-old having this kind of game on this stage, if you love college basketball, it's heartwarming.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter who wins the game, but I love watching guys that care. And Fulkerson, his care level exceeds his skill level to me. I'm not saying that he's not an unskilled kid, but his care level, his try level, his pride level in that Tennessee jersey is absolutely off the charts.
He is nearing his career high. He'll have a chance at the free throw line now. And I think when we saw this game in the schedule, the question was not so much who's going to win or who's going to lose, but what will the value of this game be come selection Sunday?
Absolutely it is, man. This thing's going to have shelf life. Far from over.
Doors still open for Arizona, trailing by 4, under a minute to play.
How big was the 2 points that Creasy cost him off the technical?
Into the corner, blocked by James.
What a job. James needs to walk away before he gets sprung up, because these officials right now, they have a very short leash that they might need to loosen a little bit.
John Fulkerson just went over to the Tennessee bench, and to Michael Schwartz, he wants to set up the defense.
James just eats it up, man. He went to the shot side of the body with his left hand and stayed away from contact. Tough place to get it in.
How many college basketball players are calling for a specific defense on the baseline out of bounds?
Not very many.
Creasy struggling with his shot tonight. Here's Larson. Got good size. Ball stripped, no whistle. Mathurin wanted it.
Again, it looked like Mathurin opened himself up to the defense and got chewed up.
Couple second difference, shot clock and game clock, and they finally get out to foul Chandler.
That could be an F1. I don't know if they'll look at it or not, Tom, but was it a legitimate play on the ball, or was it an intentional grab?
It's the 5th on Mathurin. I got to be honest, as I watched that live, it looked like Kennedy Chandler going for some time in Tennessee theater, and just a hair of acting on the tail end. Let's see what it looks like again. Looked like a left hand,
there's the foul.
right hand reaching.
And there at the end, though, the little extra grab and throw down. They may look at it, they may not.
And Tommy Lloyd, his staff mostly not happy with the whistle they've gotten tonight.
Well, Tommy knew that unbeaten record was going to be tested and taken away from him at some point. He said, I don't want it to be tonight, but it's going to be okay if it happens, because we will learn from it. This is still a legit big-time team with a tremendous future in front of them, and still plenty of opportunities for Arizona with 21 to go.
Remember Tommy Lloyd at Gonzaga last year, their lone loss, the only loss came in the national championship game, 31-1. Bobby Knight's 1976 Indiana team, the last to finish undefeated. Another one coming for Chandler. Still only a 4-point lead.
Yep. Tom, you've been working with me plenty enough to know this. I want my toughest guy right now on the free throw line. I don't care what the overall free throw numbers say. I want my toughest guy up there to try to close out a game.
Pretty good. Made 1 and 2. Shot clock obviously off. Game clock at 15. Arizona's got to hurry. Tubelis gets it. 13.6 remaining. And Arizona uses a timeout, trailing by 3. What can Tommy Lloyd set up here as they wait for the Tennessee inbound?
Well, first of all, what a pass by Creasy, because there was not much room there.
Well, Tommy Lloyd now not having it.
Well, Tommy Lloyd's got a lot of fight in him. I know he's a calm guy and he learned it from Mark Few, but that Gonzaga program is as competitive day in and day out as anyone out there. He has brought that to Arizona. And right now there's time. You don't have to foul right away. You got to give yourself an opportunity for Arizona for a double up, a hard trap, try to get a turnover, but then the contact's going to have to come. So if you're Tennessee right now with Rick Barnes, who's your toughest guys, who do you want the ball to have in the hands right now trying to close this thing out?
Arizona doesn't need a steal. A tie-up will work.
Yep.
Possession era belongs to the Cats. They are out of timeouts now. You mentioned it before, but it bears repeating. Kirk Creasy picked up a technical foul. Gave Tennessee 2 free throws. Otherwise, it's a 1-point game.
Tennessee has a timeout to use, and that's the last thing you tell your guys breaking that huddle. If we are struggling, don't let the count get to 4. If you're at 3.5, let's call timeout and regroup. Tennessee right now will most likely have to make a second or third cut to get open. I expect Arizona to come out with some type of a face guard pressure and force Tennessee to operate on their baseline inbounds.
Arizona's put up 50 points this half. But they're held to their lowest scoring half this season, only 21 in the first. Need a takeaway here.
Chandler can move.
Into the corner. Vescovi taken down. And he'll go to the free throw line. You referenced it early. In the last 4 minutes in overtime, Santiago Vescovi in his career is 37 of 39. You talk about putting your strongest, most confident guys at the line. This is it.
Yeah, well, I think he's, when you talk to Rick Barnes, if anything, Rick loves the toughness of this kid. Played a lot of international ball, man. He's been around the game a long time, but you could ask Rick right now, who do you want on that line? Well, he had his inbounds know exactly where he wanted to go. And Vescovi, 37 out of 39 in this situation.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. The junior from Montevideo, Uruguay. What a huge win this will be for Rick Barnes' team. Vescovi, of course, knocks them both down. 12 seconds remaining. Creasy into the front court, now with 8. Fulkerson with the tap away. Tubelis, 6 late, but it'll be too little too late likely. 3-point game again.
Well, you got to get it in again, and Tennessee's still the timeout in case they run into problems.
Chandler will inbound it. Vescovi going back to that corner again. And Powell will take it and go to the line. Creasy fouls out.
Arizona just made it way too easy. He inbounds the ball. I mean, you got 3 seconds to work with. You didn't face guard. You allowed Powell just to easily stroll into a catch. I know there's 2.6 to go, but I would have fought a lot harder if I was Arizona to try to discourage that pass. Tommy's probably thinking the same thing.
So Justin Powell to the free throw line. Came in just 3 for 5 from the line on the season. He's 3 for 4 tonight.
What was that?
Powell thought
never seen that.
Thought the official said something. Kennedy Chandler saying it was Kyer that was talking to him. He looked over to Patrick Evans, the official at the free throw line extended.
Tom, I have never seen that in any basketball game I've ever watched. I mean, Kyer obviously said something that got Powell's attention, but if you're Powell, you just can't even acknowledge it. You get talked to all the time.
4-point game. Last second heave for Larson. Would have counted, but Arizona tied it twice with under 5 minutes to play. Never took the lead. John Fulkerson leads Tennessee with 24 points. And the Volunteers hand Arizona its first loss of the season.
It was the offense of John Fulkerson in the middle part of the floor as a scorer, a passer, a loose ball gatherer. He won all the effort, the hustle plays, and Tennessee's defense, especially early, they set the rules of the game, how the game's going to be played, and Arizona too little, too late.
Hugs all the way around for John Fulkerson. 4-point win for Tennessee, Arizona's first loss. And now, it's the last first. Mike Krzyzewski's first ACC game of the season for his last season to Cameron Indoor.